Travel. I'm going to speak a little bit about travel today, but before I begin, I want to thank you. We hit 1,500 subscribers the other day. We're up to 1,522. Welcome to my new subscribers. You guys, if you weren't here, I wouldn't be here. What would be the point? So once again, thank you for joining me on this journey in life, and let's see what we can do with it. Make the most out of it. I'm going to talk about travel today. Hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. The reason I'm thinking about travel today is because I'm thinking about traveling. And if you've never traveled out of the U.S., even in the U.S., it's difficult sometimes. There are a lot of challenges that you don't even think about. So I wanted to go to Machu Picchu in Peru. I was thinking about that. And then it's like you got to set up all this crap just to get up to the top of you have to take a train to get to, I guess, Cusco. I can't remember what the city's called, where Machu Picchu is. And then from there, you got to either walk a couple, 2 or 3 hours to get to it. So you have to set up all this stuff. And I'm taking somebody with me from another country, so I have to make her flight. And it's like, I thought, man, I don't even want to mess with that shit. So I'm probably not going to go there, at least not right now, because I can only stay away about 3 or 4 days. So it's really pressed. I don't like to be pressed. I would really like to just go there and figure it out as I go. But the problem with that is you need some time. And I really don't have a lot of time right now. I need to get away for a few days. I'm going to finish this book I'm writing. Check out my other books on Amazon. Coming Back Home, The True Adventure of Mark Daniels, and The Power is Within. That's where it's at. It's within you. You just don't realize how much power and capability that you actually have. Your potential is unlimited. Yeah, I know you've all heard that before, but it really is. We limit ourselves. We are programmed from the time we're born to not be limitless. We're told what we can do, what we can't do, what we should do, what we shouldn't do. But we very seldom ever do what we really want to do. And that's one of the purposes of my channel, is to help you to unleash that unlimited potential and live the life you came here to live. But back to travel. So if you haven't traveled a lot, it can be very stressful. It's not just as easy as getting on a plane and going there. Now, if I go to Cancun or Riviera Maya, that's a pretty good deal because I can get a direct flight. So no chances of layovers or canceled flights, because that can be a nightmare. I'm telling you, I have spent the night in a few airports, and I really wonder why they don't put cots in there and blankets. You could rent them. I mean, if they would rent those out. I had to sleep on the floor a couple times. That sucks, man. And it's cold as hell in those airports at night. When all the people are out of there, the air conditioner stays the same, but there's not the body heat of the people, so it gets pretty damn cold in there. So these things happen. I won't say more often than not, but when they do, especially if you're just going somewhere for a couple of days, 2 or 3 days, and you get laid over one night, that can ruin your whole damn trip. Or in this one case, I had something scheduled and I couldn't get there. Well, actually I did get there. They were not going to get me there till the next day, but I found a rogue flight from Miami to Colombia, and I was able to get there that night, but it still screwed everything up. Set all the timing off. It was quite I won't say it's a disaster, but it really sucked. I wasn't very good at making the most of it at that time. And then you have the coordination of the other person that you're meeting if you're going to meet someone somewhere. Easier if you take someone from here, but I don't date in the U.S., as you guys know that. I'm not saying I wouldn't if I met someone that was a unicorn. It would be a unicorn here in the States. I prefer feminine women, not masculinized women. And it seems to me most women here are raised to be career, masculine, shake your hand like a man, woman. They believe femininity is a weakness. I disagree. I think it's a strength. So I fish in a different lake. If you don't like the fish here, fish in a different lake. So my recommendation would be to travel. But I'm gonna tell you this, if you don't have game, if you don't understand women, I don't care where you go in the world, women are basically the same as far as what they're attracted to. So if you want to travel, don't think that you can just pick up women easily because you're a gringo, you're an American, and then they're just going to fall all over you. Although I have heard in the Philippines and over in Asia, sometimes they do. But I don't know, I've never been there. That's a long-ass flight, 30 hours. I don't want to fly 30 hours. Maybe someday. 12 hours is a long time when I flew to Europe. Well, I went to Ukraine, I went to Paris, France, so that's a pretty long flight. You go over in Asia, that's a hell of a long flight. But hey, if you're pretty adventurous and you don't mind flying that long, go for it. I've heard the women over there are very, almost they honor men more. And that's what I like about going to other countries is women still respect men. In the States here, seems to me, I could be wrong, but at least in my experience, women don't have the respect for men that they used to have 50 years ago. But most of you guys probably weren't here 50 years ago like I was. Well, I was only 12 then, so I'm 62 now. But in the 70s and 80s, women would not talk to a man the way they talk to a man now. And if a man talked to a woman directly and assertively, she didn't get all pissed off and think you were attacking her. It was just so different back then. Much better. A lot of people say I'm a misogynist. I've put my life on the line for women more than once. I've taken care of women for years. I've protected women. I've had children with women. So if I'm a woman hater, it's not really congruent with being a woman hater, is it? I have no hate for women. I love women. I love being with women. I've been with many women. As I said, I had long-term relationships with women for years that were great, but nothing lasts forever, right? Everything changes. So for you people out there that think I'm a misogynist, and what did someone tell me? I'm teaching men how to be good misogynists. I don't get it. But hey, if you're watching this, explain to me how I'm a misogynist, because I just can't see it. We're all blind to ourselves, right? So, it's amazing too, and the last two women I was married to that divorced, I divorced them because they were cheating on me. Told me later on, well, they wanted to come back, and they said, you're a good father and a good husband. We just didn't realize how good to us you were until they went out there and found out that there's not too many men out there that will take care of a woman like I take care of a woman. Now, not too many. There are men out there, and I don't know if you guys are watching this, you know how to take care of women. And if you don't, you're learning how to do it. But you really have to be careful about being too good to them. I know that sounds strange, but women will say they want to be treated like a queen, and I've never treated one like a queen, maybe a princess. But few, if any, can handle that because they look at it as supplicating or seeking their approval. And I treat women good because they treat me good. If they treat me good, I want to do things for them. I want to treat them good. But you really have to be careful. You have to limit that. If you're a generous person like I myself, sometimes my generosity comes off to them as approval seeking or supplication. So you need to be wary of that. Now, I'm not saying treat women like crap, but don't treat them. Each person is different and each relationship is different. I'm just saying you have to make yourself the center as a man, and you have to set the frame. So always be in control of yourself, and the relationship will take care of itself. Just don't become too focused on the woman. I've done that, and it never ends well. But when you're traveling, if you don't know any of these things, it doesn't matter where you go in the world, because women are naturally, they have this certain, they're just different, okay? Women are different. They don't think like you do, so don't expect them to. And don't get angry at them because they don't think like you, because they're different. Do you want to be with a man? Well, then go be with a man. But if you want to be with a woman, accept their differences. And that's something else I see here in the States that I don't see in other non-Western countries, is they don't, how do I say it? They just respect men more. It's just a whole different atmosphere. I'm really not sure where I was going with that. I kind of lost my train of thought. But you really need to travel. Even if you don't want to date someone out of the U.S., you need to travel and see the world and realize there's many different cultures and many different ideas, many different ways of living that are different from ours that we frown upon that work well for other people. It's amazing how a first world country, a powerful country throughout history, thinks everybody should be like them and their way is the best. It's like over there in wherever they wear the Burmas, we look at those women as being oppressed. Well, I'm sure they look at us as being a lot of too accepting of 304s. The promiscuity, the brashness of the women here, the way the social media, the way the women here just grandiose. Cardi B is a good one. I seen the short video that she made the other day. Someone showed me that she was talking about if you got pregnant, how to take care of that, and really a brazen sort of way of speaking about some of the, I believe, immoral things that we think are okay here in the U.S. So they would frown on things like that and think, God, how could you guys live that way? So don't judge other cultures by your culture, because everything is different. Although people are similar, men and women around the world, they all have different cultures. They've all been programmed differently. And until you get out of your program and check out the rest of the world, you have a very limited view of things. It definitely broadens your horizons to travel. Don't wait till you retire. Don't wait till you're 60 years old or 65. I've been traveling since I was 30. 30, 31, somewhere right in there. I've been out of the country, as I've said, probably almost 35 times now. Probably 35 if I go out this week. And the money will return, the time will not return. And you never know how much time you got. Although I'm going to be here for many, many years. I might get tired of being here though. But I will be here for a while. Okay? You never know. You never know when you're going to bite the bullet, as my brother said. So enjoy your life today. Live in the present moment. You have more than you need today, probably, if you're watching me on this, and you live in the West. Appreciate what you have. Appreciate what you have today, because everything you have today is something you wanted yesterday. And don't think if you get what you want tomorrow, today, that's going to make you happy. You're always going to have a list of wants, and on your dying bed, you're going to want one more breath. So remember, enjoy what you have today, appreciate what you have today, be grateful for what you have today. And guess what? That brings more. Gratitude and appreciation are magnetic forces that bring more into your life for you to be grateful and to appreciate. So I'm going to stop it here. Thanks for joining me. And again, thank you for helping me to reach 1,522 subscribers. I couldn't do it without you. I wouldn't do it without you. Why would I? Why would I want to do it without you? It takes us all to make this world a better place. And that is my goal, to enlighten, inspire, and build up humanity. And that includes women. And everybody. Take care.